Hello, hello. It's been a little while, but it's finally time for me to record System Test 26. There are a couple of new things in the system today, new devices, some changes, all of which I'm excited to show you guys. So I won't continue talking too much because I know you guys really want to see it. And here's the panel. Still the same. Haven't really done a whole lot with the panel. Next to it I have the AutoCall 4050-001T. And then above that I have a Simplex 2903 light plate with a FOS 6120 behind it without the grill. And next to it I have the GXS. Now, moving on to the exit door, which has just recently been replaced. I still have the Gamewell Sentry, the M4628. I still have the i3 and the Simplex remote light. And then over here, I have a Wheelock RS. It's one of the older ones with the text on the side of the strobe. And this one is a little funky. You'll see what I mean by that when it goes off. It's about to stop working, I think. And now, for something new in the system, and yes, this is part of the system, I have an exit sign. There's now an exit sign down here, and you'll see how that's part of the system when I set it off. Moving on over next to the furnace here, which was also recently replaced and is much louder than the one that was here before it. I have the Simplex local alarm T-bar, the 425121L, the annunciator. Above the annunciator, I have the Faraday remote light, and I have a Wheelock EHS-EL1. And then I still have the System Sensor 2400 and the other remote light. And then over here above the sump pump, I have another GXS, this time properly mounted on the back box with a mounting plate. So now, let's go up to my room and see what's in there. Here in my room, I have a GE branded RSGT bar, and above that I have an Edwards Integrity. This is one of those with the sync capabilities. I'm not sure if they all have that, but this one does. And now, let's see what's in the garage. To show the change in the garage, if you remember from all of my old system tests, you know, I used to use this big old ugly wooden beam. That has been replaced by this giant particle board here, and mounted on that I have the Notifier NBG-12, and above that I have a GX90 for the horn. I have the Federal Signal VALS for the strobe. And then for the light, I have a Space Age V33, which is actually the lens from a V33, because as it turns out, these lights are not made to go on average single gang back boxes. They are made to go on, I guess, Space Age branded back boxes. And the garage also has now a Cat5 cable like the rest of the system, and not the modem cable anymore, so the light will be going off while the system is silenced. So, now that I've shown everything, I guess it's time to pull this down. It's good to be back. And of course it's on 2-stage, and for the coating it's on March time. probably going to activate before I have a chance to go in the basement, but that's okay. So, now here's the silence part of the video, of course. First of all, here's the RS. As you can see, it flashes really loud. I don't really know what's up with that. But as you also saw here, the exit sign flashes with the system. And I did that by having a relay connected to the strobe module so that when the strobes go off, it switches it from the normal DC power adapter to the power that comes from the horn neck on the system. Or actually it comes from the strobe, the same, you know, circuit as the lights and stuff. Now let's silence that. Disable 2-stage so that we can do things in a timely manner. Now, since you didn't hear it in 2nd stage, I'll go back to the garage and then I'll go outside and you can hear what this sounds like from outside. That's my room. I don't live in there anymore. That's my room now. That's a lot quieter out here than I thought it would be, actually, for an Integrity. I guess it's not facing the window anymore, so that's probably why. The GX90, though, that does make a good bit of noise. We got a new garage door, by the way. You can't see the strobe in there anymore. And down there, this is all ice, by the way. It's freezing out here. Down there we have the EHS, some potatoes, and then further down here behind the door. This is where you can see the 2903 and the RS. There's some snow too. It might just be my hearing going out, but I actually don't have to wear hearing protection when I stand next to the 6120. Now, we're going to put the system in code 3, and I'm going to show you something new that I got as well. Because I'm sure someone out there was belly aching about it at some point. I decided to go the next level up in fire alarm enthusiasm, and I got myself a bottle of Smoke Saver. So now we can do honest tests of the smoke detectors. They do a flick thing that I'm still trying to get down. Hang on. There we go. So now we just put it up to the detector. Where's the button? There it is. Might take a few seconds. There it goes. Funny, the GX90 sounds kind of raspy. I wouldn't have thought an electronic horn could actually do that. Now, unlike traditionally, I actually have to come up here and blow the saber out of this thing. I didn't notice this until just now, as a show of the fact that I probably need to get new power supplies, the LED on this actually dims when the lights come on. See that? Alright. Now we're going to see if I blew it out enough, or if it's going to come back on. Nope, it's good. Alright, cool. And we'll do the local alarm T-bar. It's not out of focus, of course. Now we'll do the smoke saber on the i3. There it goes. No, I'm pretty sure that's gonna come back on. Fun fact, one time in a system test a while ago, I did the test, yeah, it came back on. I did that test with a candle to try to get the detector to go off, and it didn't work, so for the longest time I actually thought my i3 was broken. But as usual, it's just because I'm an idiot. Normally they use cans of pressurized air for this, but I don't have one of those, so I have to use a can of pressurized mouth air. Ew. Let's find out. Is it going to come back on? No, I think it's good. Okay, what else can we test? Let's do the auto call pull station. And we'll turn on walk test, and you can see the latest and greatest in my panel's technologies, which is that the walk test LED burned out. Or, yeah. Come on. Come on, shaky hands. There we go. Alright. And then last but not least, while we're in walk test and code 3, we'll go back up to my room and we'll look at we'll do the RSGT bar. Now, for the RSGT bar, or rather, the GE RSGT bar, I got a notification. Okay. There it goes. It's got a loose connection in it. Fun fact, the handle on these stays up when you reset them. It's not spring loaded, but it's pretty cool. Where's my lighter? Now, for the grand finale, I have my lighter, and you know what that means. Heat detector, your time of reckoning has come, or something, I don't know. I was gonna get new heat detectors, but I didn't have enough money. I have to get closer. Something here ain't right. You know what it is? It's because I forgot to turn off walk test. Oopsie. Because unlike the smoke detectors, the heat detector actually resets itself. soon to be fixed, actually. Anytime today would be nice. There we go. Ow. Ow, again. That deafening silence. Oh, you can guess what I'm about to say. Yes, it was very loud. Also, I think the RS finally died. Which, you know, it figures it would do that while I'm recording and not the numerous other times I've had it running while I'm not recording, but, you know, whatever. Anyway, let's now reset. And a couple things. One is that I was going to have something that I was very excited to showcase in this system, but unfortunately I ordered a bunch of relays for it, these to be exact, only to find out that these are actually too small to work properly on the average breadboard, so that was slightly a waste of money. But rest assured, I actually do, unlike pretty much everything else I've built, I actually do know how to build this, and I intend to do that at some point. Hopefully, we'll have it ready for the next system test video. No promises though, because you know how I've been with that in the past. Speaking of no promises, I also intend to record a new system test video once every quarter, which means every quarter of the year. So this one would be for quarter 1, quarter 2 would be April, May, June, somewhere in that window. So hopefully I can get one done by then. And then the final announcement is something big, actually. After I'm done with this video, I'm going to be moving out of my parents' house and into a house that we have in West Virginia. And previously I thought I'd be moving with my parents to Florida, and that would be the end of the system test videos for a while. But actually what's happening now is that since I have the house in West Virginia all to myself, I intend to set up a full house system that is free of the janky wiring, because all of the wiring I do here is very roundabout to avoid messing or interfering with this house's structure. So, there will be a new system. It'll still be the same series of system tests. It'll still be 27. But it's going to be a new system, hopefully with all new devices as well, because I have a very exciting plan for that. And it'll be, I don't know, a big change, the end of an era, that's for sure, but I'm excited for it, and I really hope you guys are too, because I think it's going to breed a lot of new opportunities for the system. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I very much so appreciate the patience that a lot of you have had with me not making a video for so long. Things in my house were pretty crazy when I last made one, and now they're finally calmed down enough that I can make at least one more system test video while I'm here. So that's it. Oh yeah, my channel is also close to reaching 5,000 subscribers. I don't really know how that happened, but thanks for that too. I actually don't know what to say to that. My brain can't fathom that many people. But yeah. Thanks again for watching. Goodbye.